Forest. Would rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
The bear. Bear.
So would you rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear? It seems like a ton of women are saying they'd rather be with a bear.
I agree with these women. If it were me and I was alone in the woods, I would prefer to see a bear than a man. It's not a bear that's roofing women. It's not a bear that is involved in sex trafficking. It's not a bear that women have to fear whenever they divorce that man or break up with that man. It's not a bear. It's a man. Truthfully, if men were honest and they were alone in the woods, even they would take their chances with a bear than another man.
What? Again, I understand the sort of social commentary that is being interwoven in the answers to these questions. Women are using this as an opportunity to talk about the adversity that they face at the hand of our male counterparts. Totally understandable. But you cannot sacrifice logic in order to make those statements. And I can almost guarantee that the men watching this video right now will most definitely choose a man to be stuck in the forest with than a bear.
Common sense. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with a quick spiritual observation, man. Came across this a while back, but it was just on my spirit just to do a quick epistle on it. Hey, man, you hear it. And I don't know if these women are dead serious, but as it relates to the Babylonians here, you know, the so-called Americans, you could probably take it for what it's worth, man. And they're probably telling the truth, man. But this is how a lot of ignorant women feel about men, period, man. Our own women, you so-called black women, you so-called Latinas and Native American women, especially you black and Latino women for sure. They just have made in their mind, and it's more of them on the earth than men. So they've made it up in their mind that all men are just no good, evil, wicked dogs, man. And we're just prophesying, keep that energy, man. At this point, we could give a flying flip. Keep that energy, because we have been woken up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai, and we know what time it is, man. The great tribulation is right around the corner. So this type of mentality. Now, are there some wicked men? Let me run it back with old girl. Yeah.
It seems like a ton of women are saying they'd rather be with a bear.
I agree with these women. If it were me and I was alone in the woods, I would prefer to see a bear than a man. It's not a bear that's roofing women. It's not a bear that is involved in sex trafficking.
I mean, not a nerd, dude. Like, just like you just see the type of the spirit that's on her. Like, she just every man is just like a maniac. Absolutely not, man. It's more men, I guarantee, that do want to have some type of decency in their life as it relates to the dynamic between a man and a woman. Most men desire to have a family and things like that, man. It's just a few idiots out there, sure, but a woman is illogical. No, exactly what old girl was going to that has those headphones on, man.
It's not a bear that women have to fear whenever they divorce that man or break up with that man. It's not a bear. It's a man. Truthfully, if men were honest and they were alone in the woods, even they would take their chances with a bear than another man.
What? Again, I understand the sort of social commentary that is being interwoven in the answers to these questions. Women are using this as an opportunity to talk about the adversity that they face at the hand of our male counterparts.
I mean, what adversity in Babylon the Great, especially, they're running the show. Nobody listens to men, you know. They put the woman on a pedestal here, so I'm not sure what this adversity as it relates to men. I don't understand that.
Totally understandable. But you cannot sacrifice logic in order to make those statements. And
you can't sacrifice logic in order to make those statements. And what old girl talking about right here pretty much sums up the mentality of the modern woman, especially on the western side of the world, man. And this is why Babylon the Great, so-called USA, is going to be destroyed to the extent that the Lord prophesied is going to be destroyed with nuclear fire. Because not only are they thinking like this, but there's other nations on the earth that have drunken of that philosophy, that wine, if you will, of this type of illogical thinking, man. Of the fact that they don't just hate men, and the Lord is going to put their biggest fear upon them. And what is that biggest fear? It's going to be them having to submit to a man. And in that day, hell, the only men that's gonna be able to stand is the men of the Lord, man. All right, of that hopeful elect. And hey, man, yeah, I doubt women that think like that, man. The majority of them, they're not gonna really make it. You know what I mean? Ain't no man of the Lord. They're gonna be able to discern the type of spirits on these females in that day, man. So just keep that energy is all we want you to do, my sister. All right, because that type of thinking is ridiculous, man. And we see just how wicked and hateful the woman is as it relates to herself, man. Because it really, really boils down to the root of just pride and selfishness. So the woman is so prideful and selfish that she'll get out here and claim that independent shit. I mean, I've watched a lot of videos on that subject the other day, man. People just breaking it down, going into statistics as far as the, schmecks, trafficking, all that shit she was talking about, and abuse and shit. And I mean, it's nothing like what they're trying to convey, man. All right, but we'll get straight into this, man. This is Proverbs 9 and 13, man. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. And that is the state of the majority of the women, man. Here in Babylon the Great especially, they know of nothing. They're simple, man. So that type of illogical thinking is starting to manifest more and more. Come on, man. Like not even if, and it was a very broad, question. They didn't say, would you rather be in the woods with a bear and a serial damn killer, or a rapist? It could be any type of man. It could be a type of man, you're the best type of man that you could want for yourself. But they're so illogical and so prideful that they'll just say, leave me with the bear. Well, guess what? The Lord is going to manifest your heart's desire, my sister, and he's going to leave you in this great tribulation, not with a man, which is going to be your protection, but with a bear, a lion, and a tiger, man. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, you're going to have no rest in Jacob's trouble. It's going to be calamity after calamity, after issue after issue, after pain and suffering, and more pain and suffering and confusion, man, to the point where you're going to definitely compromise yourself and seek help from the enemy by taking that mark of the beast. The Lord has prophesied famines and wars to come, man. So when these things come, all right, you're not going to have no protection. So you're going to have to run to Esau, Edom, and we're going to watch you do it, man. And then watch the Lord utterly destroy you, and Lord willing, you'll see those men and their wives, being up and changed and glorified, man, while you're down here burning in that lake of fire, man, via the nuclear missile shot off in World War III, man. All right, let's go to the book of Proverbs 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, and who's the most simple of our nation? Is of course that weaker vessel, which is the woman, man. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? All right, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make known my words unto you. How's the Lord making known his words via the prophets? We're teaching our people through the spirit how to get in order, teaching our people the order that the Lord established. Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, and the child of the nation of Israel is the correct order. A woman doesn't want to be in subjection under a man because she's been lied to. Again, the philosophies that our enemy has instilled in her mind to think that you don't need a man. These idiots, especially our women, I could care less about what the other women are doing, but our women, since that feminist movement here, they've been in that same spirit, and look at the state of our people. And the only reason that they're able to talk crap right now is because they're able to for the most part keep their head above water. But guess what, man? The flood of the great tribulation is coming, and I'm talking about literal water, man, but just the floods of tribulation, man, all right, are coming, and they're not going to be able to have their heads above water. It's easy to talk that, oh, I don't need a man, I don't want a man. That's crazy. That's sick. Like that means that you don't even want a family, that you don't even want to reproduce. All right, that's how selfish the woman is, that she don't even want to reproduce. Yes, some women will take a man's seed and run off with the child, and put their brother on child support and things like that. But it's a lot of women here in Babylon the Great that are so selfish and so prideful. They don't even care about having a family and reproducing. They just care about themselves, and just all they care about is just the ability to say, "Ooh, I am woman, hear me roar." That's such a childish type of behavior, man. That's such an illogical, way to be. You have to have a certain level of wisdom to navigate this earth. And once you start gathering some wisdom about yourself, regardless of the lies that we've been taught, you should know the benefits of having family. Damn, the phrase, a master, or husband. We talking about family here. A woman is voiding having a family in the name of pride, bruh. And it's ridiculous. And the Lord is going to utterly destroy you idiots, man. That's sick. Of course, you see, that Edomite girl at first, man. She talking that shit. But what really pricked my spirit was when the sister got on there and she went extra hard. One more time, man.
Would you rather be
I mean, of course, she look. Come on, man. Of course, she's gonna say that.
stuck in a forest with a
She looked like the definition of a feminist.
man or a bear?
The bear. Bear.
So would you rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear? It seems like a ton of women are saying they'd rather be with a bear.
I agree with these women. If it were me and I was
And then again, the whole point was no one said be in the woods with a psycho man. What about a decent man? What about your motherfucking brother, your cousin? Do you hate all your cousins, all your male cousins? Or if you have male brothers, do you just hate them? Now, of course, that does happen, especially as it relates to what the Lord said he came to do, send a sword, not peace. But come on, man. Nobody said it had to be a psycho man. This is that illogical thinking, and it ain't just about this particular subject. This is how Eve conducts herself on a daily basis with just an illogical mindset, man. And it's just sick and disgusting, and we're all just sick of it, man.
alone in the woods, I would prefer to see a bear than a man. It's not a bear that's roofying women. It's not a bear that is involved in sex trafficking. It's not a bear that women have to fear whenever.
Yeah, of course, there's some idiots out here, man, that drug women up, man. But for the average man, we don't have to drug y'all up. You gals are a bunch of whores, man. We don't have to drug you up, man. You girls are going anyway without having to do all that extra shit.
They divorce that man or break up with that man. It's not a bear. It's a man. Truthfully, if men were honest and they were alone in the woods, even they would take their chances with a bear than another man.
What? Again, I understand the sort of social commentary that.
Let's go to the book of Isaiah. In this prophecy, right? Isaiah 4:1, man. All right. And this is what we're trying to prophesy to our people. It's going to get so bad out here that you same women, okay, plus the other women that don't even think like that. This is what's going to happen in that day when we're talking about during this great tribulation. All right. In that day, 7 women, which means, completion. So a complete number of women, definitely more than one. Okay. Shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. All right. And that's how bad it's going to be that women, wherever that man is dwelling at, whether it be in a tournament camp, whether the Lord got the brother on the run, whether it's, a brother is in a house, an apartment or whatever, women are going to try to take hold of that man and say, I got my own clothes. I got my own food. I just want your protection. I want to be called by thy name. And, you got to be married unto a man to be called by his name. Okay. Which means, ultimate submission. And that's the spirit that a bunch of women are going to come in, 7 women. Again, that number 7 goes into completion. So it's going to be a complete number as it relates to the will of Yahweh, Bahashim, and Hawashai. How many women, try to take hold of one man. Unfortunately for a lot of you gals, that man is not going to want to deal with you in that day. We don't want no damn sex during Jacob's trouble. Believe it or not, man. Is that going to be happening? Is grape going to be happening? Sure. But that whole, really desiring that, nah, man. So you're going to have to really come with a meek spirit, man. All right, you're gonna have to actually be a helpmeet unto that man in that day, and your beauty is not gonna save you. And matter of fact, it's gonna get so bad out here that we're gonna see what you really look like and see how imperfect the Lord actually made you on this earth, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We all imperfect, but you see, with all that makeup and all the fine jewels and stuff that y'all wear, y'all get to hide y'all imperfection, especially you. But I guarantee you that let me see. I don't even want to, but a lot of our women, ain't got but a little bit of hair on their head anyway, man. So in that day, we'll get to see, on what y'all really look like, man. And y'all can't get on here and use filters and things like that in the real world, man. You see, y'all been doing this internet thing for so long, y'all done forgot how it is in the real world, man. The butt shots and the breast implants and the veneer teeth and all these things. And again, plus those filters and the cameras. And, we're going to see what y'all really look like without all those things, man. And a lot of you girls, got bad skin, bad hair. And some of you just ugly, just plain ugly. It is what it is, man. We in our imperfection. That's why we got to stay humble. Pride was not created for man, all right? Because of those things right there, because of imperfection, man, transgressions. And the woman is the worst at it because she is the weaker vessel. So she is more susceptible to that illogical thinking, man. You can't reason with a lot of our women, which is why they're going to be left to their own devices, man. And we are going to leave y'all motherfucking ass right here. Remember when Cat Williams said that, man? You know what I mean? Funny dude. But yeah, we are going to do that, man. And we are planning, our escape out of here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashai. And we're going to leave y'all right here on this whack ass earth. You know what I mean? That y'all love so much. This mediocre ass shit, this dirty ass shit. How could you be puffed up, Eve? I don't even want to get into it, man. Let's go to Isaiah. Last one. Isaiah 13 and verse 12. And it reads, man, in relation to that great tribulation, okay? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. There it is, man. All right. And we'll go up to verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil. Because, again, that punishment going into this judgment that's going to come upon this earth, man, known as Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. All right. And the wicked for that iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And who's the most proud of our nation? It is the woman, man, especially the so-called black woman, from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin and Levi. They are some of the most prideful people on the earth. And it says, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Now, of course, ultimately this starts with our enemy, Esau, Edom. They are the, real deal. And the so-called elites, man, the ones that pay the people who paid the NBA commissioner. You know what I mean? Them guys, man, that got enough money to get the whole world out of debt today, They are the ones that are arrogant and proud. But again, because we have inherited these lies and these philosophies, our people have become, absolutely bugged out, man. And again, that wicked vessel, she's the worst at it, where she'll say, I'd rather be, and that's any situation. That means that she'd rather be in war, by herself or with a bear than a man. And that's exactly what they're saying, man. Liken Jacob's trouble unto a bear. And I'm talking about an aggressive bear, ready to tear you limb from limb. And oh man, there are countless, and I'm talking about damn near countless videos coming out with bears just, they don't give no fuck right now, man. They coming out the woods, man. They climbing up stairs, ladders. They opening car doors. They going in people's pockets. I just seen a video yesterday. Bear going it was an Israelite woman. I'll see if I can find that video. I ain't finna look for it now. But yeah, man, the bear was all going through her pockets, everything, man. So Hey man, when Jacob's trouble come, and we've prophesied this, hey man, yeah, animals, yeah, literal animals is gonna be an issue, man. The Lord is gonna put a spirit on animals, man. All right, to do His dirty work, man. And if you don't have protection from the Lord, if the Lord's not with you, then guess what? That same bear that you love so much, that you talking about with that ignorant ass shit you talking about, hey, that same bear gonna rip you from limb to limb, man. All right, you think this is a game? You think this is a joke? That's a sick way of thinking. And again, the whole point, man, being nobody said it had to be a psycho killer that you was in the damn woods with. What about your brother? What about your daddy? Any decent man that you don't know not one decent man on the earth, and let Eve tell it. Nope. Let Eve tell it, we haven't done nothing as men. Let Eve tell it she can be a soldier. Let Eve tell it she can build a whole city, with her own hands, and do construction, her and her team. Get out of here. Get out of here. But again, let Eve tell it. That's the way she really thinks, man. But again, the Lord's saying, man, He's in verse 12, Isaiah 13 and 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, man. More precious than a damn bear. All right. More precious than a woman. All right. Because the Lord is going to be with these men simultaneously while judging this earth like the earth has never seen before, man. All right. And the only men that's going to be able to, receive that type of dealing with is the men of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. These men that you see out on the highways and byways, and that you hear on the internet, highways and byways, man. All right. So for you women out there that's sincere and meek, hey, don't even worry about it. You continue, and there's going to be a great reward for you humble sisters that were obedient. For y'all sisters out there, they finna catch it, man. All right, we don't have time for this. That's a foolish, sick way of thinking, man. And again, I don't know if they really mean that. And we're gonna see if they really mean that. And guess what? When Jacob's trouble come, we're gonna find out, oh, they didn't really mean that. They was just talking because they could. You see what I'm saying? They was just saying that because they could. They really don't believe that. A damn bear over, man. That's some weirdo type of stuff, man. And again, man, the Lord is gonna give you what you want, man. It's gonna be a time like the earth has never seen before, and He's gonna leave you to be an independent woman on every aspect, man. You're gonna have to be an independent woman and protect yourself. Especially, hey man, if you do got, women got guns and stuff nowadays, that's cool, man. When Jacob's trouble, I've always said this, they're gonna blow their load, the first sign of a conflict, whether it's an animal. I mean, if you do, you're gonna have to put some bullets in the animal if the Lord will even allow you to do that. But once you do that, man, I mean, how much ammo does a woman really have? Yeah, she got her little thing for protection, and some women probably have a little bit more. But I mean, come on, man. If it's really going down like that, and they really on you like that, and there's a unruly mob coming, because that's gonna happen, you're gonna blow your load the first day. War, is a prolonged thing. That's why we know that this is not for women. The Lord is a man of war. See, a woman just got an attitude, and she just prideful, and she can get out here and roll her neck and roll her eyes and stretch forth her neck and snap her fingers and talk a great amount of shit. But when it comes to really doing the things that the Lord blessed the Boaz to do, they can't do it. You gotta go in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out on some real warrior stuff. They can't do it. They're not built for that, man. They're not built for that. They think they are, watching all these movies, and because they got a little gun or something. And again, they're gonna blow their ammo load the first day. Trust me, man. They're gonna be so scared, let somebody be trying to break in the house or whatever, pop. And again, how much ammo does a woman have, man? You got that thing for protection. Most women probably got 1 to maybe 5 clips at max, man. There's some more, psychotic women out here, or definitely the Edomite women. They got all type of stuff, man, rifles and shit. But I mean, you can't shoot but 2 at a time, if that. And if you going Rambo style, you ain't hitting too much or nothing, trying to shoot 2 guns at the same time, man. Y'all not proficient like that, man. Shooting at them stationary targets, man. You got to be moving. That target got to be moving, because that's how it's gonna be in real life, man. You ain't gonna be shooting in no stationary. You know what I mean? Oh, and that's just how naive the woman is. Why? Because she's illogical. She don't watch these movies, man. She been puffed up here in Babylon the Great. So the Lord is gonna deflate them. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.